This is the Dre Greenlaw tackle.
He is just so clutch. I swear to God.
Yeah, this is a great play, and I know the love is for Greenlaw because he makes the tackle. But when you watch this play gets started first off by Hyder right here. Hyder forces him to stay wide. Now you've got the safety coming through, and both of them are forcing him to take this wider than he wants to.
Yeah,
they're spilling it out, which is allowing Mosley to come over and be the hero.
Yeah.
That's
I just think it's so funny how Greenlaw is constantly making tackles at the goal line. This guy is unreal.
Yeah. Oh, he's really good. He's a great sideline to sideline player. Yes. He's doing a good job of mirroring the back across, and right here he knows he's got the play, and he explodes up and knocks him out of bounds.
I got something controversial to say, or maybe something just mean to say that I can't prove, but Quan Alexander wouldn't make this play. He would have got blocked. He would have gotten outflanked to the sideline. He's always getting outflanked to the sideline. So
I don't think that's mean at all. I think that's pretty accurate because when you they're far better with 57 in the game.
I gotta say 57 and 54 is an elite nickel linebacker duo. Those two can do everything. What do you need Quan for?
You really don't. For the amount of time, here we are, another game without Quan. The defense plays just fine for the majority of the game. We saw that last year. For what they get out of that position, it's a good to have, but it's for the amount of money they're paying him. There's no need to keep him back next year if they're struggling.
He wins that collision too.
Yeah,
nothing after contact. Get out of bounds.
Yeah,
beautiful. And this guy has really made the defense so much better. Okay, Brett's at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, he really is. He's been a revelation now that he's healthy. He does a good job. He's on his man. He sees the ball's going behind him, and he just drops back and plays the ball. This is just a football player. This has nothing to do with anything other than being just a football player.
Right, because he's covering this guy in the flat at first, and then he reads the quarterback's eyes and drops here.
Yep. He's reading it. He sees the ball coming out. He gets off his man and drops back and makes it.
I kind of remember. It reminds me of that pick that Jimmy Garoppolo threw in Minnesota in 2018. I think he was targeting Pierre Garçon, and then Mike Hughes came up and caught it, just kind of like that. I don't know if you remember it, but great play.
Yeah,
hell of a play.
Yeah, no, this guy. I tell you what, this is another one of those situations. We're talking about Quan, but with Sherman's contract coming up next year, if Verrett's able to be healthy, this is the guy you go with.
No doubt. And what's interesting is if Sherman can ever come back this year, you have two corners on the team who can intercept the ball, take the ball away, and two corners that maybe quarterbacks wouldn't feel particularly comfortable testing very often because you might get them a couple of times, but that third target could be picked. So all of a sudden the secondary could be a strength for the 49ers. I feel like I'm living in bizarro world, Jack.
Well, it really, when you look at this defense really quick, and just if we talk through it, when you look at, and I know we're talking about a lot about injuries, right? Mm-hmm. But the good thing is Verrett has filled in and made the loss of Sherman almost nothing.
He's been better than Sherman so far.
Yeah, he has. The only real guy that they're missing is Bosa.
That's true.
On the defense.
Because the pass rush really hasn't been there, and they're having to manufacture things and win with coverage and all this.
Yeah,
they're rushing Dre Greenlaw here.
Yeah, because Ford was a loss, but Ford didn't play a whole lot last year. Losing Thomas is nothing, really. I mean, he's guys like him, I guess.
No, it's actually not to be mean, but it's better because it forces them to play other guys who weren't drafted ahead of him, like Kevin Givens, who are better than him.
Yeah, Kevin Givens and
I wonder if it's like Saleh doesn't know who the best players on his defense is, or he feels pressured by all like the politics and the contracts to play the people that his superiors have invested in. I would love to know the answer to that. We'll never ever know.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's a lot of it that has to do. Of the guys that you're drafting, you're using stock and capital on them. It's kind of like college. In college, the guys that are the scholarship guys are going to get way more chances than anybody else.
And Solomon Thomas making a whole lot more money than Robert Saleh. I guess who is Saleh to bench him?